Hi, I'm Stacey, a founder of Pixel Perfect, an educational project for product and UX designers. Today, I interviewed Vanessa, a product leader with decades of experience with companies like Cazoo and Vodafone. And she's here to share her expertise in building a strong and trustworthy personal brand. She's going to host a workshop at our upcoming Pixel Perfect event where she will teach the designers how to get quick and easy design buy-in, and how to lead teams, and how to leverage your strong personal brand to get what you want as a designer.
Yeah, so I'm Venessa Bennett. I am currently UX director at Dye Durham. I've been a designer for over 15 years now. So I started very much as a junior designer and has worked my way up from being an IC to being a manager. And I've worked for many kind of household brands in the UK. We've also worked for small startups, but also big corporations as well. So I know how it is to work in many different types of organizations and different types of setups. The other thing that I do as well is a lot of kind of speaking and workshops. And I think one of my passions is really essentially helping designers with the hacks that I've had to learn the hard way so they don't have to learn it. And that's one of the things that I'm super passionate about. On the sides, as well as speaking and do workshops, I also am really into a little bit of fashion, culture, art. So if I'm not speaking on stage, you probably find me in an art gallery somewhere.
Amazing. By the way, I think you would really appreciate it. I talked to one of the persons who is attending, and she's attending just because of you. Apparently, she saw you talk somewhere, or like she attended one of your events, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Yeah, I know Vanessa. She's solid. She's so great. I'm coming because of her."
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, and can you share a little bit more about your masterclass at Pixel Perfect? Like what you're gonna teach our visitors?
Yeah, so my masterclass is about your personal branding. So how you can shape personal branding, your own personal branding. I think a lot of times when people hear personal branding, they get a little bit kind of scared about it or think that they have to be a certain type of leader or shape a brand in a certain type of way. But the beauty of my masterclass is really showing you how you can do that in a way that you feel yourself. You don't feel like you have to be some other person. And then the other part of it is how to get buy-in as well. So as you advance in your career, it's less and less about I guess the craft of things
Mhm.
or about the influence and the impact that you can create within organizations and with other people. And we're going to go through some frameworks and some tips and tricks into how you can use design, I guess, your design skills to get some buy-in as well. So that coupled together almost comes as a really nice package, and really gives you the skills as an aspiring design leader to get to that next level,
Mhm.
and like really helps you do that in a way that it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you have to be someone else. Like I always feel like when you say when I say to you, imagine a design leader or someone super senior, we've all got this idea in our heads of probably someone, maybe white, maybe male, probably has round glasses and a beanie. And we all have this idea of some kind of design leader. But I think for me, it's all about getting all different types of leaders in the industry, and equipping them with just the frameworks that they can use to help shape their own personal brand. Because we've got so many different designers in the world. We don't want the same design leaders leading those designers and shaping those designers. So yeah, that's basically my masterclass and what's it about.
Great. And why, like, if we can dig a little bit deeper, why do you think developing personal brand matters for a designer or for someone who's like climbing the corporate ladder or wants to get more clients, I guess?
I think there's multiple reasons. So the first one is to help you stand out in the market, and you're able to basically say with a really good personal branding why a hiring manager would hire you over another person. I think the other side of it as well is it really helps with personal development. So if you know what you're really good at and what your brand is, that helps you make decisions. So you're able to say yes to this, no to this, because it doesn't align to your values or something really does align to your values. And I think having those as anchor points really helps you with that career progression as well. And being really intentional with the way you shape yourself, you present yourself, but also those opportunities that you choose to pursue and maybe not pursue in some cases. So I think that's really key. And I think especially as you start moving up the ranks, as people start moving up the ranks, it is less and less about creating amazing designs in Figma and more about how you communicate and how you shape yourself. So this is what's really, really important, especially when you're transitioning, to understand that skill and to master that skill. If you master that skill, you'll do really well. If you don't master that skill, it takes you a long time. People will struggle to kind of understand what type of leader are you? Why would I hire you? And that when you have a mixed kind of message, it can be quite difficult.
From the top of your head, can you say like top three things, let's say, that would set a great and strong leader apart from not a great strong leader or not a leader?
Oh, difficult question. Um, Low ego, just because you've got a team that you need to kind of mentor and build, but also you need to work with loads of different types of people in the organization. And a lot of times, as a design leader, you might have to do certain people's perception of design is all different. So there's different hats that you have to wear, and you have to be able to kind of do that in a really humble way. I think the other skill would be kind of psychological safety and being able to bring people together and bring people together in a safe environment, not just from a team perspective, but also again when you're working with different types of people from different backgrounds. A design leader who can bring like a commercial person, the marketing person, and a product person in the room, and engineering in the room, and be able to all work with them and come to some kind of vision. Those are the kind of skills that you need as a design leader. And linked to that, the next one is definitely great communication, right? To be able to communicate to your team, and communicate those expectations to your team, but also to be able to communicate to your peers. So I think one of the things is when you are a design leader, you almost have two teams. You have the team that you're managing, but you also have the team that's on your level from the different departments. So you're kind of trying to manage both of those two groups. And those same skills are the same. Those kind of key skills is how you manage those two groups successfully.
Okay. Thank you. And my last question, what is your number one go-to advice for designers who want to accelerate their careers?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say, um, get a mentor. Speak to as many people as you can, different types of people, people at different levels in their career, different types of things that they're doing, different types of designers, different organizations. Like really, and the reason why I say that is it helps you kind of understand like, is what this other person is doing is something that I wanna do or something that I like? And it really helps you, plan your career journey and your career trajectory. I think a lot of times, especially designers, and I find this a lot when I'm mentoring, also my team, a lot of designers because they do what they enjoy, they don't necessarily think about their career and what that career progression looks like until maybe you need more money or, at your current work, you're kind of bored and you need a change. And often it means that, you're a little bit behind because then you have to work to what that next step
Mhm.
looks like. But if you've got that in the back of your mind because you've spoken to all these different types of people and you've gone to all these different types of events, it really helps shape that decision and help shape your career progression and career path.
Okay, that's very valuable advice. I wish I met you 5 years ago, but even like 2 years ago would have been like very helpful. Thank you very much, and I can't wait to share your master, like to attend your master class at Pixel Perfect. Um, so thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really great day. So yeah, I'm really excited to be part of Pixel Perfect. So thank you for organizing it.
I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I have. And if you want to talk more to Venessa and ask her any questions about your team, about your career, she will be hosting a workshop at our upcoming Pixel Perfect event in June in London. You can also join online. Also, you get to keep all the recordings from the event forever. And you can share it with your team. Yeah, follow the link below. And also, I love that discount code for you to use. Hope to see you there.